Hey, come on in. Hey, y'all. How are you? It is Thankful Thursday. It is Thankful Thursday, and you are joining Heart2Heart Conversations with Stephanie D. Morris. I am the Master Connector. Hey. Yes, thank you for joining me. Have to play my music. And this is courtesy of Ben Sounds. It's called Dreams. I just love the music. As you are joining me, turn this down just a little bit. As you are joining me today, please tell me where you are coming from, where you're joining me from, and put in the comments what you do. I love to connect people, and as people join, they look and scroll and they get to see who's in the room, who's joining the broadcast. So you are tuning into my weekly broadcast, Heart2Heart Conversations with Stephanie. This is my fourth month. No, is it fourth month? Yeah, February, March, April, May. Yep, we're in May. Yay! I started this in February, and I have just been having a wonderful time, and I hope you are enjoying yourself and all the topics that I am bringing to you. So I come on every week, Thursdays, from 12 to 1, just 1 hour. Sometimes depending on the guests, we might go over a little bit, but we've been consistent. Took 2 weeks off in April because I was out of town, but I am back and I come to you live again on Thursdays, 12 to 1. So as you're coming in, please share where you are tuning in from and what you do and something you're grateful for. So today we are going to talk about cryptocurrency 101. So I like to have different topics on my show. I had about love, money, relationships. I've talked about empowerment. I've had people who are authors on my show. So the platform is open for anyone who wants to share what's on their heart. So that way I can share what's on my heart. And as you're commenting and engaging in the comments, guess what? You're sharing your heart. And that's what the platform is all about, getting to know each other, connecting. Like I said, I call myself the Master Connector because I love connecting people to each other, people to other resources, people to fun experiences. So I hope that this is a great experience for you. So please come in, and I have a guest today. His name is Chris Chase, and he is going to talk about cryptocurrency. How many of you guys invest in cryptocurrencies? How many of you are confused about cryptocurrencies? I'm going to raise both hands because I am really confused about it. So I want to also start by saying I'm having a good time on this platform. It is being live stream on Facebook, on my personal page, and soon I'm going to hopefully share it out to other groups. But if you are joining me, please share it to your family and friends and your group so that other people can join in and learn about today's topic. It is very important that we stay in the know. Don't you agree? So I would love to start us off with my devotional, Jesus Calling, because unfortunately I got up and was busy today, and I did not get a chance to read it. So we are on May 13th, and unfortunately I got to take my glasses off to read, so take them off for a moment. And it says, thank me in the midst of the crucible. Crucible is like a challenge, right? When things seem all wrong, look for growth opportunities. Especially look for areas where you need to let go, leaving your cares in my able hands. Do you trust me to orchestrate your life events as I choose, or are you still trying to make things go according to your will? If you keep trying to carry out your intentions while I am leading you in another direction, you defy your desires. Be on the lookout for what I am doing in your life. Worship me by living close to me, thanking me in all circumstances. Oh, wow, that was great. Oh, my goodness, I love that. Because how many times are we trying to do things and they're not working out right? And we're getting frustrated, right? But God is saying when things are going wrong, look at that as a growth opportunity. We seem to grow through challenges, right? And then he said, let's look for areas where we just need to let it go. It is not doing us any good. It's causing us pain. It's causing us mental distress. It's causing us heart distress. So let's let it go. And then he said, leave your cares in his capable hands, right? And he's saying, do you trust me to orchestrate your life events as I choose, right? A lot of times we want to go on what we think is best for us. But let me tell you, I know from personal experience that what God has for you is bigger than you think of what you want for yourself. So, oh gosh, hold on. Sorry about that. Let me put my phone on mute. Let's see. Sorry about that. So we're talking about letting God handle our challenges and trusting in him to orchestrate our life, right? So this is coming from Jesus Calling. It's by Sarah Young, and I highly recommend you getting a copy because this book is phenomenal. Very, very good. So, what's up, world? How are you? Please, if you're joining, please comment. I need to see some people comment. Tell me where you're coming from. Tell me what you do for fun. Tell me what's going on in your life. I would love to talk about it. Let's have a heart-to-heart conversation. And I have a special guest coming on. And this guest, me and this guest, we're associated with a company. I'm going to bring it to life. Family Wealth. Do you see that wonderful logo? It says Family Wealth. Hold on, let me get this right. Family Wealth. Strategies for financial wealth. They have a website, familywealthtoday.com. Now, the CEO or founder of Family Wealth is Rodney Archer. And I actually had Rodney on my show in February. So if you can please go to youtube.com and look me up. It's Stephanie D. Morris. I'm going to put that in the comments. Stephanie D. Morris on YouTube. Wait, did I spell it right? YouTube. Yep. Okay, Stephanie Morris on YouTube. And look at my episodes. I'm on episode 13. Yes, episode 13. So I want you to connect with Rodney, connect with me. I am called a wealth ambassador with Family Wealth today. And the reason why I'm an ambassador is because I'm champion for you and your family to get financially fit. How about that? So this is the group, Family Wealth, and it says strategies for financial success. Because we recognize when you're going on your own and you're looking here, you're going to this group, you're going to this person, you're getting an accountant, you're getting a tax professional, you're trying to figure out what to do with your money. And you don't have a clue. You're in debt. Your credit is under 800 and maybe a 640, right? You need to know what to do in those situations. So guess what? We got some solutions for you. Actually, I would have Rodney on so we could talk about the community of Family Wealth, because we're a community and we're growing month by month, day by day. And so the person, oh, hey, Michelle, how are you? Thanks for joining. Put in the comments, Michelle, where you're coming from, your location, and what you do. We want to connect you to people that need you. So I'm talking about Family Wealth Strategies. It's a community, and we help people strategize and get their money right. And we have life insurance products. Actually, I had Miss Tata Spears on in March, and you can go to YouTube and check out that episode. We had a great time talking about life insurance and how life insurance is just not for when you die. Did you know about that? Not many people know that life insurance, you can use life insurance while you are alive. I know, because I've done it. So yes, connect with me. We have a fit club going on, Financially Fit Club, and what we are doing, I'm in a credit program, so I'm getting my credit right so I can purchase some properties. I am a real estate investor, and I am looking for some good properties. So if anyone knows anybody who is struggling or just don't want their grandmama or great-great-grandpapa's home, and it don't even have to be in good condition, okay? I am broadening my horizons. I'm going to stop being lazy, and I will fix it up. So I am actually looking for 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. 3 baths would be perfect, but most properties don't have 3 baths. In the North Carolina area, I want to be in this area because I have goals. What are your goals? So tell me, what are your goals for your life? Do you have financial goals? So I want to share also, while I'm waiting for my guest to come on. Let me see. Hold on. We're talking about wealth today, people. We're talking about getting our money right and how Family Wealth can help you guys. And one of the things that we are doing as a group is we're investing in cryptocurrencies. Yes! We're learning about the crypto world. So if you need your credit fixed, contact me. If you need insurance products, I can get you in touch with a wealth strategist. So Family Wealth has wealth ambassadors who shout the message out of financial fitness to their community, to their group, to their peeps, to let them know what we're doing. And then a wealth strategist will actually sit down and help you plan out your financial strategy, your financial picture. If you need a will, if you need a living trust, if you need your credit improved, if you have, guess what? If you have a mortgage, right? If you just purchased a home and you have a mortgage, 30-year mortgage, we can show you how to reduce your mortgage in maybe 15 years. Honey, a person did it, and it was phenomenal what they were able to help her do. So that's what we are about. So we want you to join our wealth movement. And we want to move as a community because so often we operate independently and we don't get far. We get frustrated instead. So we want to move all of our members to a 5-star success. So the first level is passive income. And we want to get through, how much passive income do you need in a year? How much? In a month? How about that? How much passive income do you need? Well, we want to try to get you at 24K in a year. How about that? How is your credit score? Family Wealth, we want to help you get a 700 plus credit score. How about real estate? We know real estate is great for legacy building. So we want you to own real estate. And what about debt? How many of you guys have a bunch of debt? Well, we want to help you eliminate your debt in 10 years or less. And what about equity and assets? We want you to be able to have $200,000 in equity in some type of account. Okay? So that's the 5-star success that we as a community, Family Wealth community, we're moving toward. So like I said, we're on our credit journey, and you could become part of the Family Wealth community. I'm actually going to put that in the comments, familywealthtoday.com. So go to family, hold on. I can't, let's do this again. Forget that. I can't even delete it. Okay. That's not the right, I can't type. Sorry. familywealthtoday.com. This is the good link. Good link. I put that in the comments. So that way, if you click on familywealthtoday.com, that's the good link. The other link, I had a typo in it. Sorry. I spelled family with an H instead of a Y. Fingers typing. So if you go to Family Wealth Today, then you can see what we got going on. Okay. And I just want to also share that there is a book that Rodney wrote, Take Back Your Wealth. So how about we take back our wealth, right? From going from lack to abundance. And that's what we're talking today. So once a month, on Heart2Heart Conversations with Stephanie, I am talking about something financial. So today we're going to talk about cryptocurrency, and my guest Chris Chase just came into the green room, so I'm going to bring him on. And as you're coming on and you're joining us live, please bring your questions. What do you want to know about the crypto world? I know for me, it is very, very confusing. I'm still trying to wrap my brain about it. And I actually, before I bring him on, I'm going to share this book right quick. One of my friends showed this book. Let me get it right. Be Left Behind. And it says, discover Bitcoin and cryptocurrency before your grandma beats you to it. How many of your grandmas got some crypto? Huh? Did your grandmama beat you to the crypto world? So this book is actually a pretty easy read. I'm on chapter 3, and I just started it on Sunday. What the heck is a blockchain? Do you want to know what a blockchain is? So I'm going to bring on Chris Chase, and he's going to explain, and I promise you, I'm going to try to rein him in because he knows a lot. And so I was just talking to him briefly, and I'm like, we're going to have to bring it simplified, okay? So I'm going to try to get him to simplify things. So let me bring him on so he can say hey to you. Hey, Mr. Chris.
Hey, how are you, Stephanie?
I'm doing well. Thanks for joining me today. And I was just sharing with my audience that we are going to try to keep this cryptocurrency 101 pretty simple, because I know you already know a lot, and I can see you're like going over my head. So let's talk about what are they? Do they have a crypto for dummies yet? I gotta look that up.
I don't know. I mean, it depends who you talk to. There's a lot of YouTubers and people that are in the space. It's an exciting space right now. It really is. It's started with a bunch of, wonky tech nerds, right? And so there's just a lot of terminology, some of it misleading, like cryptocurrency itself. That word is very misleading because they're not all of them are currencies, nor were they meant to be currencies. Like take Bitcoin, for example. Now, in the original Bitcoin white paper, if you read it, that was the intention, for it to be a peer-to-peer currency outside of the financial system, outside of the dollar. And that was the intention. Like, okay, go to Starbucks, purchase a cup of coffee. I got this Bitcoin. It has evolved. So it's not a currency. It's more of what the financial folks call a store of value now, is what it has evolved into.
It's a what?
A store of value. That's what they refer to.
STORE, store value?
Store of value. Like it's what gold is referred to as by the financial folks, like the store of value. Like, a hedge against the dollar. That's what gold and precious metals do. So you wouldn't go into your Starbucks and pay your coffee with a bar of gold, right?
No.
Similarly, you're not going to do that with your Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, correct. The more apt comparison now is with gold. It's the digital gold, if you will.
Digital gold. Okay. So before we actually get into it, because I wrote down, just so we can stay focused, I wrote down some of the things that I want to start with. But first, I want people to know who you are and why you know so much about financial things and cryptocurrency. What's your background, Chris?
I'm just a nerd. That's all. No. Well, I've been in the pharmaceutical research industry for 20 years. That's what I do by trade. But I'm also a licensed insurance agent in the state of North Carolina and Pennsylvania. I'm a wealth strategist with the Family Wealth group and Family Wealth community. And so some of the things you were just talking about, the Fit Club and all year round financial accountability and all that, that's the stuff that excites me. And as far as crypto, it's kind of this personal interest that I've had, that I'm just really geeky on. That's it.
What fascinates you about the crypto space?
Well, it's, emerging technology, emerging markets, emerging industries interest me in general. When I see there's a shift, there's a shift, make no mistake, in the monetary system that is taking 2008 financial crisis. Bitcoin started in 2009. There's this.
Okay. Wait. You froze like for a second. So can you start that again? Because I missed it. Okay. I personally missed it because you froze.
Okay. Yeah, mine didn't freeze for whatever reason. My screen. All right, I'll jump back. Yeah, just emerging markets, emerging industries in general interest me, and there's others. I won't bring up, but there are other spaces that I'm really passionate about. But crypto is one of those things because it's the change in how a shift in the monetary system, right? It's going to change how we all operate. The digital world right now is the world, and increasingly, and so everything else has been dematerialized. The way we interact, right? Social media, Facebook, Twitter, has dematerialized relationships, right? Amazon dematerialized the brick and mortar. Cryptocurrency, digital assets are going to dematerialize the monetary system.
Okay, so let's get started. Why? Again, let's let the people understand why we are in this digital space.
Why we're in this space, right? Well, I mean,
like why does somebody decide to forego all the currencies of the world that we know, the francs, the marks, there's tons of them, people. I don't know them all, but why did someone say, we need to get rid of these physical currencies? And actually, with today's world, the physical currency is not really physical too much anymore because you don't get checks often. And so your paycheck is actually going into a bank account, right? So you don't even see it. Gone are the days where you go into your office to your employee's office and get physical check or physical money, right? So everything is going into a quote unquote bank account, which is a little scary to me anyway. But aside from that, so we don't really touch our money. Now it's a card, right? And if you lose that card, people don't have your passcode, so that's pretty good. You know, your pin number. But now you have your cell phone. And I just tell you, I went to the gas pump and I paid with my cell phone. How crazy is that? Yeah. So we are not, and now actually my check, if I get a check, I don't actually go to the bank. I take a picture of the front and back, and it electronically, goes into my bank account, which is wild. So we're really moving away from the paper and touching of currency anyway. So now why is this digital currency that is not based on a precious metal, how is it getting a value?
So the paper aspect, as you mentioned, is not really so much a factor because our U.S. dollars most of them are numbers in a bank's ledger anyway, right? Most of the money we use is digital anyhow. There's the actual dollars themselves. There's more physical dollars stored outside of the U.S. than there is in the U.S. China has a bunch of U.S. reserves. But the key word is not so much the physical, but the fiat, F-I-A-T, fiat currency, which is, you know, the yuan in China, the yen, our dollar, government issued currency, which
so it's government.
That's what U.S. dollars are, right? That's government issued currency. The whole thing about Bitcoin, I would encourage folks if they're interested to read the white paper because it was on the heels of the financial crisis. So those that are in charge, the powers that be in the financial world, the U.S., China, all the ones, they manipulate the system, right? And these crashes that we have are from our own doing. And so this digital currency outside of the system, outside of the government institution, outside of the fiat currency, these digital currencies would be peer-to-peer, decentralized. Now I'm going to tell you what that means. It means like across a distributed ledger across the globe. So peer-to-peer, we're not worried about banks or institutions. We're not dependent upon them. So it's like giving the power, the financial power back to the individual, back to the person. That was like the premise, the ethos, if you will, from the crypto purist from the beginning.
Okay, so you said digital currency is like peer-to-peer. Again, how does it get its value? Like, who's to say that one Bitcoin is $65,000?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's something called network effect, and it's when you look at it from a computer science standpoint or just any consumer product, where the more number of people or participants that are in the space or the product or whatever it is, it improves the value of that product or good or service. So crypto is all about participant, mass adoption, which is more mass adoption is coming over the last couple of years. More you see institutions flooding into Bitcoin. You know, you got MicroStrategies, Tesla. You got, you know, there's talks of having a Bitcoin ETF. If those who don't know what that is, that's an exchange traded fund. That's like with stocks, right? An index fund. So you get a way for clients who want to invest in Bitcoin, have some exposure without actually, you know, touching Bitcoin directly on a crypto exchange, which we can get into some of that, how you go about doing that and the risk involved.
That's going to be crypto 201 or 102 because we can't get into that now. We're still trying to figure out how somebody conceptualized something called digital currency, got the population interested in it so that it went from, what did it start out from this book? I think it started out at 5 cents or something like that to $65,000.
Yeah.
Like that boggles my mind. And can you tell the people when it actually started?
Okay. So Bitcoin started in 2009. And what I think I need to explain about what drives the price up, not just in Bitcoin, but in crypto, the crypto market as a whole. There's thousands and thousands of different crypto coins out now. Is something called the Bitcoin halving.
The Bitcoin what?
The Bitcoin halving, like half. It's an event where it's built.
Can you spell that for me?
HALVING, the halving, like it halves.
Oh, cutting it in half.
The Bitcoin halving, yes. So there's a certain amount of Bitcoins that can be digitally mined and circulated and released into the supply, right? So roughly every 4 years, it's 200,000 blocks. We can explain what a block is if later on. Is when there's been 3 halvings. And what the halving does is it reduces the supply in circulation of the Bitcoin, which already has a fixed amount anyway.
Okay.
Opposite of the dollar, right, where they just keep printing more and there's no fixed amount.
So how let's stop and then we're just talking about Bitcoin, people, because there are other type of coins, but I'm just going to talk about Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin, how many Bitcoins can be out there? I'm trying to see.
There's 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be mined. It's a fixed supply of 21 million. There's over 18 million. There's over 18 million that are in circulation right now. So
really?
Yeah, in circulation.
Wow. So it's almost done. It's almost reached its capacity.
But the last Bitcoin won't be mined until like the year 2140 or something like that. Because of the halvings, there's only going to be a little sparse amount that's going to be allowed to be digitally mined each year. So can you imagine what that's going to do to the price as it keeps going? As we go on in years, as the supply reduces, the price keeps going up. The US dollar, the fiat currency, they keep printing more of it. There's inflation. It's this way. Right. Bitcoin that way.
Right.
It's just economics.
Crazy. Well, in this book, guys, it says that the first Bitcoin exchange was launched on March 17, 2010. One Bitcoin was worth about 0.003. 0.003. So from 2010 to now, that's what is that what 11 years?
9 years. Yeah.
11 years.
Yeah.
Excuse my math. So it went from 0.003 to 65K, or maybe it's a little down now. 63.
It's sitting at around 50 now. There was a little bit of a correction, but it got up to about 63. I think you're right.
Okay, so it corrected. It's now quote unquote corrected, whatever that means, how they know it's corrected. But 50K, that is just amazing that this thing can increase in value. And who started this Bitcoin?
Well, the person is anonymous and still anonymous to this day. They go by the pseudonym of Satoshi Nakamoto is like the pseudonym. No one knows if it's an actual real individual or a group. The original Bitcoin programmers, the team, all of them are known really. But they maintain that no one really knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is.
And that is amazing to me, that somebody or a group of somebodies created something and nobody knows who they are. Okay, so I got that, how it started, who started it. Can you tell us how to buy it?
Absolutely. So there's several ways to buy it. The easiest way, if folks don't want to, I wouldn't recommend it's not how I would do it, but if folks don't want to open up a centralized exchange account or any kind of account like that, you can actually buy Bitcoin through PayPal. The problem with that is you don't actually, they own custody of it. You don't actually have custody of your coins. Now, I own, and most people, the way they own it, if they own it directly, is through a centralized exchange. The biggest one in the US is Coinbase. I don't know if folks are familiar, but they actually just went public in April. They're a publicly traded company now.
Really?
Coinbase. Yeah, they're the biggest one in the US. There's other ones. Binance is the biggest one in the world. They're based out of China, but there's a Binance US. So you basically have to, register for, like you would any kind of site, register for this exchange, give them your information. They have anti-money laundering and know your customer regulations. So you have to, scan your passport or driver's license in. and it's usually like a waiting period. Coinbase and Crypto.com tend to be faster, to a couple days, where Binance, it took me like 3 weeks. I had to wait. And so once you're all set up, you can, go ahead and purchase it from there. I will, though, say this: if folks are serious about putting a serious amount of money in it, I wouldn't leave everything on the exchange. Exchanges, although it hasn't happened to the major ones in quite some time, they're vulnerable to, it's possible, right? It could be hacked. So what I do, I have a substantial amount. I keep some money exchanges, like a few thousand, but the majority, the lion's share, is in what they call a hardware wallet. It's offline, or cold storage is another way to say it, but it's offline. You have the private keys. It can't be hacked, and it looks like a little thumb. It looks like a little thumb drive, but it's not a thumb drive because you're not physically storing something there. It's just a vessel that's holding an address in cyberspace, if that makes sense. And it's completely safe. The one I have is Ledger Nano X. That's a very popular one.
What is it? Ledger what?
Ledger Nano X. So LEDGER, Ledger, and then Nano, NANO-X.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in case anybody wants to, look it up. He don't get paid, but we just want to give you guys some type of knowledge that you can look up something, find out what it does, and then look at other options. Okay, so let me get this right. Let's bring it back for the people. How do we buy it? We have to set up an exchange. We go to an exchange like Coinbase, and then we create. Is Coinbase called a wallet? Is that what
Coinbase is a centralized cryptocurrency exchange where you can purchase cryptocurrency, just like the New York Stock Exchange and the stocks, right? So it's just an exchange where you can purchase your coins, you can trade, for other coins, you can sell your coins. It's an exchange.
Okay, now I want to share this because I have Coinbase, because like I shared with the audience, our group where I am and Chase is, we're part of Family Wealth. And as a community, we're learning about cryptocurrency, and we're learning the best way to get it and to increase it. So I encourage you guys to go to Family Wealth today and join us. It's free to join. But then once we get you involved, I think there's a $5 membership a month or something. But I just wanted to share that a friend of mine, my family member, told me about Doge coin. I know I don't say it right. I'm sorry. But they were like, oh, it's going up, and get it for 5 cents. It was 5 cents. By the time I decided to get in, now it's like 50 cents. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, because what if it goes up to $1? Okay. So I got on, and I couldn't get it through Coinbase.
Yeah, so so I'm on 5 different exchanges.
You're on 5 different exchanges?
Yeah, because like I said, I'm a geek, and I research certain coins that interest me, and not all coins are offered on every exchange.
But why not? I mean, it makes it that much difficult to navigate what exchange you have your currency on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they take their time deciding which ones they want to let on their on their exchange. And so they're actually, I got in August last year. There's a lot more coins even in the last 3 months that are on Coinbase and Crypto.com. Those are my 2 ones that I use.
Okay, so let me write that down. Crypto.com. That's another exchange.
Yep, and there's Binance US.
Okay, we ain't gonna list all of them, Chris.
Okay, I use 5. But yeah, I mean, you can get between those 2, you can get what you need pretty much. Now, just a word on Dogecoin. I'll assert my opinion on it, because there are people in Dogecoin, and there's some money to be made. There is. It's what I would call, and there's other coins like that, the pump and dump coin. There's no
what?
Pump and dump. Where it's
pump and dump. So that means it increase in value, you sell it, and then it goes down. Is that what that is?
So there's hysteria around it. There's tweets and memes. There's no true real world solution, real world utility and use case for the coin. It was just, Dogecoin was actually started as a joke.
I know. I heard that. That's why I didn't want to buy it, because I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, it was a hard fork. And hard forks are kind of like, picture a company. People at the company start their own company because they're doing things different. So there's something called Litecoin. That's a crypto that hard forked off of Bitcoin. Dogecoin is a hard fork of Litecoin, and it was started as a joke. And that, now they use it as a tipping system for good content for people on Reddit and Twitter. But there's no hard cap like Bitcoin, like hard cap. There's no and only a handful of the wallets that own like 90% or more of it. So when I say pump and dump, us little guys giving into the hype, ooh, Dogecoin. When we call them whales, when those whales decide to dump, we're stuck holding the bag.
Hello.
The purpose of it is to pump it up. Now, if there's money to be made, if you're following it and you got in at 5 cents, you get out before they dump it. God bless you. It's just not for me. I look at like CoinMarket cap.com and CoinGecko, and I kind of research kind of the fundamentals of what you're looking for in a crypto that would be solid and here to stay for the long term.
Okay. Well, I want to go to the heart of the people because they do have some questions, and I'm going to share this one. Sheba says, what are your thoughts on Robinhood? And here's the thing. I bought Dogecoin off of Robinhood. So that's what I did because they allowed me to purchase it. So what are your thoughts on Robinhood?
I would stay away from Robinhood. First of all, Robinhood, like PayPal, you don't own the coin. They have custody of the coin. Something will happen to Robinhood goes down, it goes on PayPal. You don't have your coins. Your coins are gone.
Really?
So, and I would get actually crypto.com does have Doge coins, Stephanie, if you want to.
So crypto. So can I move my coins off of Robinhood into crypto.coin?
Oh, that part I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. You may not. You actually may not. I would have to look into that. Because I stay away from Robinhood. I really don't know.
So what's wrong with Robinhood? It's just that you don't own.
You don't have custody of the coin. So when you and I don't think you can take it off, like move it to another exchange. Don't quote me on that. Verify that. But I think between that and PayPal, that's what it is. When you buy it on an exchange, you can send it to whatever address you want. You can send it if your buddy has a crypto wallet. You can send it to it's a long alphanumeric string. Send it to your buddy. You can send it to another exchange. And I think like with PayPal and Robinhood, they limit that freedom because they hold the custody of it. So it's just if you want to buy crypto, I would just buy it from a centralized crypto exchange, and then if you buy a significant amount, move it to a hardware wallet.
Now, my cousin says, no, Steph, you have to first sell it off of Robinhood. Interesting. So I think the price has gone down. So I would be at a loss. So I think I'm going to wait for that. But here is, I don't know what a CB is also a wallet. What is CB? Andrea, tell me what you're thinking about CB. Then she says, your thoughts on Yearn.finance. What is Yearn.finance?
Yeah, that's a whole nother space we haven't gotten into called DeFi, decentralized finance.
Say that again.
Decentralized finance.
What is that? Okay.
So it's permissionless borrowing and lending. Borrowing and lending in crypto. Borrowing and lending without banks or institutions or middlemen. Peer-to-peer. So Yearn Finance is one of the big decentralized DeFi ecosystems, really. There's Aave, there's Maker, Compound, there's a lot of them. Yearn is, if you look at the price of Yearn, last time I checked, it was $80,000 for a coin. Because the fixed... Oh,
so Yearn Finance is a coin?
So it's a system, but there's a coin in that system. There's a native currency that runs the network.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. If I look like that's because this is all crazy to me. Like,
yeah, it's a whole
decentralized finance. Now, yeah. I'm thinking this book where before your grandmama beats you, I don't know how grandma going to beat me to it. Because grandma only on Facebook posting pictures of her chilling. Okay, so how on earth is she going to figure out? And let me ask you. So, say the dollar go away, and the government issued finances go away. What are all the people who have not invested in this cryptocurrency going to do?
Well, I can tell you the government currency is not going to completely go away. They're going to have some involvement. Now, there's something called central bank digital currencies, CBDC,
Okay,
and
go on. I gotta put that in the comments.
so
CB,
CBD as in dog C. So,
and that's called
central bank digital currency,
Bank
CBDC. So China is already
Digital.
testing theirs. Our central bank is a Federal Reserve. Ours is the Federal Reserve. Theirs is the People's Republic, whatever they call it. So each country and each government, I should say, developing government are developing these CBDCs that it's going to connect the people closer to. So like when they do these stimulus checks, for example, instead of the Fed sending the checks, everyone will have a CBDC account and they'll just just push it right out, the Federal Reserve, into the, right out to people directly. There's more of a direct connection. And so
yeah, but they do that now in our bank account. I didn't get a check. I got it in my bank account, and then some people got it in their, if they have a card, they got a card, and then some people received the card in the mail.
Yeah, but I think my point is though these CBDCs, these central bank digital currencies, they're going to be tokenized versions of the dollar. I mean, what I'm saying is the government issued currencies aren't going away. They're going to be involved in some way. And the conventional thing is it's going to be eventually in the form of these CBDCs, which are going to interact with other countries' CBDCs. And then crypto will play a part in that. Everyone's just trying to figure out what and how.
Okay. So I do want to go back to the wallet. Can you explain a blockchain wallet? Is that such a thing? A wallet. You put your money in a wallet it has it's secure. It has a key that only you can get to. And I know my key was it was a long digit. I don't even remember it. I wrote it down somewhere. So can you explain wallets?
I'm sorry, you froze up a couple times.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was talking about wallets. Once you buy your digital currency on the exchange, you actually want to have a wallet.
An offline, because you can have there's hot wallet, what they call hot wallets that are online, right?
Okay.
That you can open up, but you want a offline wallet.
And how do you get an offline wallet? What does that look like?
You can purchase it online. The Ledger Nano X, like the one I have.
Is it an actual device?
Yeah, it's like I can show it to you. If you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so we're talking about once we buy our currency, for all of you brave souls who want to go and get some cryptocurrency, what do you put it on so no one can steal it off your computer or off of these, it's not on your computer, I'm sorry, off of these clouds or blockchain systems? So
it doesn't look like much.
It looks like one of them USB drive things.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. But it just physically stores, and it's got the USB.
So you charge it. Okay.
Yeah, right into your computer, and it's not a thumb drive. It's not like, oh, I'll take this and put it in my computer, and in my coins I can download it like files. It's not physically like that. It's just it's a vessel that is holding your crypto private keys in the address. It's just holding it in cyberspace, because if I step on this and break it, and
it's gone.
No, if I step on this, break it, this vessel is gone. But I have my seed words. Okay, I'm not going to show you my seed words, but it makes you write your seed words down in here. There's 12 words which helps you set up this. So if this were ever to go away, you get a new one, you put your 12 seed words into the new device, boop, you're in business again. It holds it in place. It's just.
And what is a C word, Chris?
I'm sorry, seed, SEED, your seed words. So you just.
Seed words.
Seed words. There's like a sequence of words that it has you write down, and then you write it. It's a little paper, one numbered 1 through 12, actually 1 through 26, if I remember correctly. You write down these words, and then it guides you to write them down in that order. So, like I said, if I break this and then get another one, set my accounting in, it'll say, what is your C words? And I have to put in the order 1 through 26, and I'm back in business.
Got it. Okay, perfect. So you are and how much did that device cost you?
I'm trying to remember. It was less than 100. It was like 60, I want to say $69.
Okay. So you are recommending people not only to secure an online wallet, because again, when you're purchasing your cryptocurrency, and I'm trying to keep this simple for my people out there that have purchased, but they're still a little fuzzy, because I'm a little fuzzy. When you purchase your crypto, you also want to get a wallet to take it off of the exchange, the money as it goes up in value. You want to take it off of the exchange into your wallet so that that exchange is not attacked and is vulnerable, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a measure of security. We're dealing with lots of dollars. And look, Coinbase is considered pretty safe, and it's a public company now, so they got some accountability. Crypto.com is even safe, but you never know. So,
right. I've gotten were they text messages or phone? I've gotten phone calls that says somebody has hacked into my Coinbase. Now, I don't have that much in it, so I didn't go now if I had about $65,000, I would have went there right now. Just said, wait, what's going on? But I don't have that much in there right now. So, but I don't know if they were true or not. And because I'm still figuring out what these different things are, what is a crypto exchange, what is a wallet, what is all of this, it's still fuzzy. But here we only have about 7 minutes left. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to share with people, because I was telling you in the mall, I saw a Bitcoin ATM. So my thinking of this ATM was, if I have Bitcoin out there and I purchased Bitcoin when it was $1, I'm just throwing it out, people. Mm-hmm. If I purchased it at $1 and now it's $65,000 I got because I bought one, I'm making it simple. I want to go to this ATM and get cash so that I could buy things. But that's not what these ATMs are. When I looked it up, there are Bitcoin's ATM. I'm in Concord. There's one right up the block at the gas station. And when I looked it up, what they do is they allow people to buy Bitcoin through this machine or through the system, because maybe online it's kind of confusing for people. So that's what the Bitcoin's ATM are for. So my thing is, if I have 65,000 Bitcoins, how do I use them? Can I buy a TV?
No, you would convert it to fiat. You would sell some of it into your US dollars and
okay. So how would I sell it? I would sell it
the same way you
Coinbase.
Yeah. So the same way you bought it on Coinbase, you sell it right there. It's a one-stop shop. I mean, you can trade. Okay, I want 0.0 whatever amount of Ethereum for my Bitcoin. You can trade it for another coin, or you could sell it, or you can move it to other exchanges. But it's a whole one-stop shop.
Got it. And so I was actually researching, because that's what I do. I research, and I want to share that Overstock.com actually allows you to purchase things with Bitcoins. They're the first online retailer that allows people who have Bitcoins to pay with Bitcoins. So that's huge. And then there's a company called Purse that will allow you to purchase using Bitcoin with Amazon. So Amazon doesn't actually accept it, but through Purse, it allows you to use your Bitcoin to purchase items on Amazon. So I just wanted to share that with the people so that they could see. And I've been hearing that the big banks and the big credit card companies are actually learning and getting on board with the cryptocurrency, because they are realizing that it's not going away.
Nope, it's not.
I mean, this honestly is so foreign to me. I feel like I'm already left behind. I really do. But you have been a gem, really a gem in helping us go through this. And so we got 4 minutes left. Anything else you want to share that will help the people out? And share how they can get in contact with you. Again, Chris does life insurance products. And I shared with them that I had Tata Spears, who's one of our community members on Family Wealth. We actually talked about life insurance in March. And so that is stored on YouTube under my channel, Stephanie D. Morris. You can go back and watch me and Tata. We broke it down. We shared great tips. But Chris is also a wealth strategist, and he's licensed to help people get life insurance.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I mean, my email address, cchase@familywealthtoday.com, is where I receive most of my correspondence. And I think you had my Facebook handle up there, right?
Yeah, here's your Facebook. And then, did I put your email? I didn't put your email, but let me put it in the comments. Okay, so it's cchase@familywealthtoday.com, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, you can email Chris, and then you can search Chris up on Facebook. That's his handsome face. And also, guys, join us in Family Wealth Today Facebook page. We're trying to bring a lot of this to our audience so that you guys can join us and be aware of how to get right financially. We're in the Fit Club, which is, it's on, we're doing this all year. So the first 90 days was credit. Now we're into crypto. We're learning a lot about crypto. Oh, and tonight we have something. Let's share that tonight. What are we talking about tonight?
It's the debt elimination.
Debt elimination, people. How many of y'all? Debt elimination. And the guru that we have on tonight is James Parker. Or let's just call him. We call him debt elimination is Jay Parker.
Yeah, Jay Parker.
So that is on tonight at 8 o'clock.
8 p.m. Eastern Time.
8 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's going to be a Zoom meeting, and it's free. 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 So join us, the Family Wealth community, and it's strategies for financial success. We want everybody to have financial success, and we don't want you to do it alone. So join us. I gave you Chase's email if you want to find out more about how you can get involved with cryptocurrency, with life insurance, credit. We can help you out. Right, Chris?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So thank you so much. I mean, this has really been Crypto 101 on speed because it's only been like 45 minutes. And I know people have a lot more questions. So
I'm holding back because I realized the time. I got more.
He has more people. He has more, but we need to let him go because he's a busy man. So Heart2Heart Conversations with Stephanie. I'm Stephanie D. Morris, and I'm here to help you in any way, shape, or form. So if you want to know, what do you want to know about? Put it in the comments, send me a message, and hey, I'm going to get you an expert in to talk about it because that's what we want to do in life. We want to talk about it. We want to stop hiding. We want to stop shying away from things that we are confused about. I'm being honest. I need a crypto for dummies. I'm going to go online. This book is actually pretty good, guys. I mean, I'm on chapter 3. They kind of like break it down. It's really good. So if you want to get it, it's by, I don't get paid for this, but I just share. Steve Good and Yuri Catalado. And explain what white pages, because you mentioned it about 3 times. What white pages are, Chris? I know some people don't know what the heck white pages are.
It's like a when something's starting out, it's like a proof of concept thing where it's like the thing hasn't been birthed yet or even implemented yet, but it's like the theory of, okay, this is what we're gonna do with this thing, and then comes the implementation. The white paper is the theory, and then they apply.
Okay, so how do they publish these white papers? Are they physical white papers, or they're just online and they just call it white paper?
Oh, you can, yeah, it's online. I mean, I guess back in '09 it probably wasn't physical, but yeah, you can get to it online. I haven't read that in quite some time. I couldn't tell you exactly where to go, but I'm sure if you Googled Bitcoin white paper, you could find it.
Right. So that was Cryptocurrency 101 with Chris Chase and Stephanie DeMaris, trying to bring some knowledge to the people. I want to thank all my audience for joining us. And again, if you have questions, put it in the comments and I will address it. If I don't know, trust me, I will get Chris, who knows a lot more about it. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Don't log off. We're going to talk after. But
okay.
You guys, join me next Thursday. Can't share what we're going to be talking about, but let me tell you, it will be good. So stay tuned. And if you missed the live and it's not on Facebook, on my personal Facebook page, go to YouTube, Stephanie D. Morris, and you can listen to this again, because I know we shared a lot of knowledge on this in this 45 minutes. So thank you for joining, and remember, have a blessed and amazing day. Share your light, don't dim it, shine bright. Bye, y'all.